Hello and welcome to Oakwell for today's First Division encounter between Barnsley and Brentford. Brentford take the field with the following side: Jerry Paynton in goal, Brian Statham at 2, Chris Houghton at 3, Keith Millen at 4, Jamie Bates at 5, Grant Chalmers at 6, Paul Buckle at 7, Billy Manuel at 8, Marcus Gale at 9, Gary Blissett at 10, Neil Smiley at 11, and the two Brentford substitutes are Murray Jones and Lee Luscombe. And Lee Butler retains the captaincy that he took on 2 weeks ago against Luton, and Barnsley take to the field with the following side: Lee Butler in goal, Mark Robinson at 2, Gary Fleming at 3, Charlie Bishop 4, Jerry Taggart at 5, Brendan O'Connell at 6, he comes in for the injured Wayne Bullymore, 7 Wayne Biggins, 8 Andy Rammell, 9 John Pearson, 10 Neil Redfern, 11 Owen Archdeacon, and the two Barnsley substitutes are Warren Godfrey and Andy Liddell. And we're all lined up for the start of this First Division fixture, and it's Brentford who get us underway, kicking towards the Kop end, and the ball coming off Gale and out for a throw-in to Barnsley. Barnsley will want to maintain the momentum which has seen them win at home 2 weeks ago and then draw at Oxford last Saturday. But Bates gets it to Gale, and it's fired forward, but Taggart gets it away. Robinson's in, and the ball breaks to Redfern, and coming off Millen, throw in to Barnsley. And slippy service, the rain just stopped for the moment. The ball staying in play there, but finally going out. Brentford came up from what was the then third division last season. Throw-in taken. Biggins. The ball's got away and Fleming wins it. The ball breaks. And a throw-in to Barnsley. And Robinson to take. Redfern, Robinson. But he's obstructed there by Paul Buckle, and it'll be a free kick to Barnsley. Charlie Bishop comes across to take it, and he hammers it into the middle, and it's knocked on by John Pearson, but Owen Archdeacon can't get to it, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Jerry Paynton, on loan from Everton, takes the kick, but Neil Redfern gets it back to Wayne Biggins and fires it down, looking for Archdeacon, and he keeps it in. In fact, he gets it off Brian Statham, famous cricketing name for this London lad. Both ball in, and it comes off Pearson, headed away. And strong challenge by Redfern, but Brentford get it away. Fleming gets it down to Archdeacon. And down the line looking for Rammell. And he'll keep it in. Looks to get the angle, slips. And Millen gets it clear, looking for Blissett. But Taggart does well. Butler clears his lines, and Smiley now on the ball. Back to Statham, forward for Blissett, and it breaks into the box, but Redfern as well, and finds Biggins, who fires it through the middle, and Rammell gets the ball. But shoulder to shoulder, Rammell and Millen, and the ball in the end goes out for a throw-in. Phil Robinson, that's good purchase. It's knocked back in and cleared by Buckle, but another throw into Barnsley. It can't be easy to try and get good distance with throw-ins. The ball will be very slippery. Robinson gets the ball in. This time it's another throw-in right on the corner flag. This time it's a shorter one. And Robinson caught offside when the ball was played back. And so it will be Jerry Paynton, Republic of Ireland international, comes across to take it and hits it downfield. Knocked on, and Fleming has to take control, and he finds Taggart. Taggart comes inside, fires it down, comes off Mullen, throw into Barnsley. Robinson again across, seeing a lot of it early on. Phil Robinson throw-ins, gets it to John Pearson. John Pearson battling away and wins it, and it's now chance, balls in the box, offside flag up. Good play there by first John Pearson, then Wayne Biggins, and a good crossing by Neil Redfern. The Brentford games away from Griffin Park this season have been fairly dour affairs. Only 4 goals in 4 matches in their entirety, and Brentford have only managed to score once in those 360 minutes of football away from Griffin Park. But with men of the calibre of Gary Blissett in the side, well over 100 league goals, then goals can't be far away, and it's knocked down and it's knocked back, and good chasing there by Brendan O'Connell. The ball knocked back to Payton, didn't quite have enough weight on to make it comfortable, and Payton has to hammer it into touch, but that throw-in's a poor one, but it's given away, and Biggins gets it wide for Archdeacon. Ball breaks into the box. Wayne Biggins looks to take on a man, fires in the shot, it bounces off Jerry Payton. Good effort by Wayne Biggins, good save by the Republic of Ireland international. Wayne Biggins trying to pick up where he left off in the last home game. 2 goals, could have had 4 or 5. And Barnsley try to get it forward, but it's thumped back. And Gale has it, battling with Taggart, doing well, and gets the cross into the near post. Smiley nearly gets in there, and a very big Barnsley connection with Neil Smiley. His father Ron played for Barnsley on well over 100 appearances in the 50s and 60s. Little right winger Ron Smiley. And Neil in the same mould, short and stocky with blonde hair. Ball in the air, won by Biggins and cleared by Chris Houghton. Knocked back in by Fleming and comes off Rammell, breaks wide, and the ball cannoning off Phil Robinson and out for a throw-in to Brentford. Taggart wins that, and Rammell does well. Biggins, though, crowded out, and Blissett, the ball fired forward, and Taggart and Gale colliding, and Jerry Taggart not liking that very much, getting his legs just tangled, and a free kick given to Barnsley. Marcus Gale getting his chance after the transfer of Dean Holdsworth to Wimbledon. But Rammell beaten in there, comes to Mark Robinson. Gets to O'Connell. Very sharp play there by Brentford. Taggart does well and clears his lines very well. Buckle, and it's headed back in, and Blissett again tries to get in on it. The ball played back and cleared away. Statham down for Smiley, and Smiley does well, just lost his footing, but Statham picks it up and Bishop gets it away. The two fullbacks for Brentford, of course, both experienced men, both played a lot in what was the then First Division Premier League. Chris Houghton had many seasons with Tottenham and West Ham, and Brian Statham, of course, played for Tottenham. As they try to build up again, and it's Smiley doing well, and then not a good ball, and Pearson, but he gives it away, and Smiley has the chance, but defensively Barnsley do well, and Mark Robinson brings it away. A lot of ground made by Mark Robinson, and he finds Rammell. A strong challenge and a corner. Oh, and Archdeacon's coming across. The lush Barnsley pitch, very good condition. And Archdeacon, with Taggart in the box, comes forward. Good punch by Payton. Robinson picks it up, back to Archdeacon, knocked in. And Rammell gets a good header, and it actually hit Biggins. Andy Rammell got a good header on that, and it actually hit Wayne Biggins, but Barnsley's still building up with Archdeacon. Cross comes in, not a good one, breaks. O'Connell tried to lay it for Rammell, but wasn't a good pass and cleared. And Fleming chips it back in. Pearson gets the knock on, but Houghton clears his lines. And Statham. Long ball looking for Blissett, but Butler gets across. And Butler clears his lines. Breaks to O'Connell. Good run by Brendan O'Connell. And it comes off Andy Rammell to Robinson. Cross comes in. Pearson, ball is won by the number 5, Jamie Bates. And hacked clear. And the referee's whistle goes, and John Pearson holds his head. And I think there's a cut there. And so John Pearson leaves the field for repairs. I think a couple of stitches may be inserted on the wound, and it'll be a drop ball. And Archdeacon knocks it back. So Barnsley reduced to 10 men for the moment. Won't make much difference to the formation, other than we'll only have 2 attackers instead of 3. And Payton clears, and Gale gets a good header, comes off Fleming to Bishop. Bishop clears. Oh, and looked to foul but not given. Barnsley struggling to clear the lines, but Bishop does well and finds Biggins in a bit of room. Turns Wayne Biggins and fires out a good ball. Wayne Biggins, the tribunal set his fee yesterday at 200,000, and it's Robinson trying to get forward, but it's not a good ball. But Redfern gets it wide to O'Connell, and obstructed Brendan O'Connell by Chris Houghton, and it'll be a free kick to Barnsley. They'll miss In this position, they'll miss the aerial threat of John Pearson, although Jerry Taggart gets forward. Archdeacon's gone across. Knocks it in. And out for a goal kick. Too much on that. Barnsley doing a definite man-for-man at the back. A kick taken by Payton. Bishop wins it, but it's picked up by Manuel, and he finds Statham. Fires it forward. Fleming should win it, and does, and finds Redfern, who finds Robinson. And Robinson, good run that. And a good ball to O'Connell. O'Connell to Taggart in unaccustomed right back position. Fires it forward, but I think that'll have too much on it, and does, and it's a goal kick. Payton's kick, looking for Gale again, and he wins it. Finds Smiley, good layoff, and Chalmers in with a chance, but good defending by Redfern. Push back to Statham. Room to come forward. Fires in the shot, and out for a goal kick. And some confusion there. That ball was drilled across the Barnsley goal. 3 points wouldn't go amiss for either side today. Brentford 1 position and 1 point better off than Barnsley at the moment. Long ball downfield, knocked back to the keeper. Payton hammers it clear. Taggart wins it. The ball breaks. And Fleming this time hammers it clear. And that will hold up. And Payton does well. He comes out of his box. And it's hammered down. Won by Taggart. A good play by Redfern. And a good ball wide for Robinson in a lot of space. And Biggins makes the run. And Robinson gets the cross in. The ball cannons across the face and comes back to Redfern, who fires in the shot. Good save. Good play there by Biggins and Phil Robinson. Getting forward an awful lot, Mark Robinson. Long ball downfield. And Barnsley still with only 10 men. There's Butler. Long ball. Bramall chasing. Hammered clear. And ball in the box. And the ball will break and Robinson will pick it up. And that cannons off Buckle. And Houghton knocks a ball, a good one, beyond the Barnsley defence. But just beats Blissett into touch. And Houghton and Taggart stands his ground well and clears it, but only to Manuel, who gets it to Houghton. Clipped in. Blissett knocks it down. Buckle, crossfield, and now Statham in room. Powers in the shot over the bar and nearly out of the ground. And Lee Butler. Rammell stands his ground, and 2 men offside there. Wayne Biggins and Brendan O'Connell. The Brentford skipper Keith Millen lines up this kick. Looking for Blissett. Blissett wins it, heads it on, but it comes all the way through for Lee Butler. And Butler bringing it a long way out and fires it downfield. Good play by Biggins, brings in Robinson. O'Connell. Throw into Barnsley. O'Connell back to Robinson. To O'Connell. Robinson. Just dinks in the cross, it's headed clear. Taggart, but it's a poor ball by Taggart. But good play by Redfern, and he gets it to Robinson again. Into Biggins. Good turn. And a deep cross looking for Archdeacon. And it's headed out at the expense of a corner by Brian Statham. And I think the Barnsley physio in his last visit left some scissors on the pitch. Just not thrown away. And so it's a corner which Redfern takes, and it's headed back across and comes back to Redfern, dinked in and just over. Goal kick. Kick taken by Payton, knocked on by Gale, and comes off Fleming for a throw into Brentford. And Smiley's got it. The cross comes in, and Taggart does well to leave it for his keeper. Butler. And the ball breaks for Biggins. But he's beaten by Statham. The ball cannoning off Biggins, and Payton there for a moment, I think, worried whether he could pick it up, but obviously with the ball coming off Biggins he could. And the ball with Archdeacon. And high foot there by Oaten on Rammell, and it will be a free kick to Barnsley. Both sides, the slippy conditions are making both defences not very comfortable, and Barnsley have been playing now for 15 minutes with only 10 men, and one wonders how long they'll refrain from bringing a substitute on. John Pearson obviously getting some stitches, and the ball cleared away, but Neil Redfern gets it to Bishop. Bishop turns, gets it to Fleming, and Fleming fires it forward, but it's not a good ball. And Payton has ample time to pick it up, size up the options, and then bring it out of his box. Sun causing problems for the players, and a good shot, and Barnsley nearly caught there as Grant Chalmers got the ball down and in an instant fired in the shot. Ball Comes to Millen, who fires it forward, but goes out for a throw-in right on the corner flag. I think in rugby union terms that would have been cheered to the hilt. But in football terms, it's nothing more than a throw-in to the defending side. And Biggins working his way to get the ball clear. It's cleared out, but Brentford win it back. And it's played forward, but Bishop does well and clears it to Rammell. Rammell, though, 3 men round him. And Robinson gets the long one. Well cleared by the number 5 Bates. And Blissett. Long ball downfield by Buckle, but like much of today's game so far, didn't have much production on it. And Butler comes well out and fires it forward. Headed clear and goes a long way. And Blissett theatrically goes down under the challenge from Bishop. I don't think there was any danger that it was a free kick, but he made the most of it. Millen to take the kick, and another 5 minutes has passed, and so Barnsley still with only 10 on the field. The ball won by Barnsley. And Rammell battles well. It's a self-imposed 10 men, this, for Barnsley. I think the manager may think they're doing better with 10 than if they had 11 on. The throw-in taken. Thrown in again. Redfern. And headed by Rammell, but he couldn't keep it in. Throw in. Houghton, and it's hammered forward. Bishop does well. And Taggart battles hard, but now there's a chance, and Chalmers fires in a shot, and a couple of players very unhappy with that. They were in space. And the Barnsley number 9 comes back onto the field. Patch over his left eye. And the kick taken. Won by Statham, but Taggart's in, and that's a high one. And it's headed up and headed away by Statham and cleared away even further by Chalmers, but it's a throw into Barnsley, which Archdeacon will take. Throws it into Pearson. Pearson to Archdeacon. Dinked cross, well defended by Millen. And cleared away by Bates. And poor header by Bishop. And Blissett gets the chance and scores! Gary Blissett! Poor header out by Charlie Bishop. And really, one must say that although he got a good shot in, Lee Butler, the Barnsley goalkeeper, allowed it to go under his body. 28 minutes on the clock. And Gary Blissett gives Brentford the lead. Chalmers there gets a header in. And Barnsley play for 20 minutes with 10. Soon as they get 11 on, they go a goal down. Football's a funny game. And Robinson powering forward into the box. Chance shot. Easily saved in the end by Payton. Taggart wins it. O'Connell gets it to Robinson. Forward for Biggins. Bishop. Rammel runs into the defender and Houghton gets it away. Robinson. Knocked on by Biggins to Pearson. Rammel. And Rammel pushing the defender there just as Redfern came in. And Grant Chalmers recovers and Jerry Payton takes the kick. Blissett hammers it on its way. The smile is up, but it's headed clear by Fleming. Pearson does well. Find O'Connell. And wide for Robinson. Down for Rammel. Holds it up. And good defending though by Millen. Wasted by a poor ball out. And so Barnsley, who have been going forward probably the most, can find themselves a goal down. The ball breaks. Strong defending. And Gale does well, but out for a throw-in again. Robinson to Biggins. Ball breaks. Taggart to Robinson. Closing down very effectively at the moment, Brentford. Throw in to Barnsley. Very tight as the rain begins to come down heavily again here. Robinson takes it, but doesn't reach Pearson. Houghton gets it away, but it's a poor clearance, and Taggart knocks the ball in, and there's a chance. Ball breaks. There's a man laid prostrate, and the ball breaks across the area, and Gale hammers it clear. And the referee's whistle went. Man down, injured. And so play will resume with a drop ball. And the ball is planted into the air. And Fleming clears his lines. Tries to turn the defender. And it's well kept in by Bates. Comes off Redfern for a throw-in. And Barnsley's midfield of Redfern and O'Connell, both very industrious workers, but they're lacking the passing ability of Wayne Bullimore today. And Payton takes plenty of time to come to the edge of his box and clear. And Taggart wins it. And it breaks forward, but the big defenders of Brentford are doing a good job, the two central defenders. And Bishop gets it clear. Knocked on by Biggins. And Pearson gets it down well. Tries to play it across the park. If he'd have knocked that forward, men would have been yards offside. Ball comes and it's cleared away and hammered clear by Bishop, a little hurriedly. And Houghton to take it. Biggins clears over the top of the defence, but the ball gets its way through to Payton. Payton has come here on a month's loan from Everton because the first choice goalkeeper, Graham Benstead, is out injured. And Robinson there fouling the Brentford number 7, Buckle. And now there's danger for Barnsley, and everybody comes back, and they have 2 big men at the far side. And Gary Fleming, this is poor defending by Barnsley. Gary Fleming's been left with the 2 big centre halves. The chip comes in, cleared by Rammell, comes to Smiley, played wide to Statham. And down the line looking for Buckle. Gets the ball half in. Barnsley trying to get it down, but the cross comes in, and Blissett with a free header, and he heads over the bar. But Barnsley standing again. It's coming very dark here at Oakwell, and the rain beginning to lash down. And Pearson gets the ball down to Archdeacon, but he's been fouled. And so Redfern to take it. Dinks it forward. And Pearson again gets it down. Robinson to O'Connell, looking to get the cross in. Robinson in support. That's a poor ball in by Mark Robinson. And out for a goal kick. Payton takes the kick. Blissett gets the head on. Fleming should get it away, but he just gets height, really. This time Bishop gets it forward. And Fleming gets it forward, but it's headed back in. And Brentford's harassing is causing Barnsley trouble. And Gale goes past Taggart, holds him off strongly. Ball laid across and chipped back in. Cleared away, but only to Blissett. And now Fleming has a chance to come forward. And makes a lot of ground, Gary Fleming. Wide to Biggins. Wayne Biggins. Cross comes in. All the way across. And the linesman flag up for offside. So even if the ball had gone in, it wouldn't have counted. And he kicks it long. And it comes off Taggart, throw in to Brentford. Houghton, Blissett, back to Houghton. Chipped in, Fleming gets it away, but it's picked up by Manuel. Gives it to Smiley. Smiley skips round. Archdeacon crossing to the near post and in! A good goal! Gary Blissett. 39 minutes. And Gary Blissett. Barnsley got the chance to get it away, but in midfield they're getting overrun. Manuel picked it up, fed Smiley, skipped round Owen Archdeacon, and Gary Blissett doesn't miss those close range edges, and Barnsley have all on now, 2-0 down. O'Connell wide for Robinson. Robinson going well. Cross comes in. Well defended again by Bates. Bates and Millen have been very good at the heart of this Brentford defence, and Barnsley have got a lot to do now. Pearson gets the header. And that's a handball, it looked very much like. And now Smiley again on the break. Ball in. Butler gets it this time. Robinson fires it down. Biggins gets it down. No arguing from Wayne Biggins. Planted forward. Taggart gets a header and should clear it, and does. But again, when it's cleared out, it's coming straight back as the Brentford midfield, and a good run into the box by Chalmers. And Bishop clears his lines. Knocked back in again as Brentford first man to the ball every time in midfield. And this time Bates climbing over Rammell. And Barnsley struggling now. They have the free kick to try and get back into this game. They need a goal before half time. And Bishop. Bishop dinks it forward, but Gale gets it, and it's knocked away. Archdeacon picks it up. Cross comes in. Ball goes a long way across the area, and it's cleared away. Bishop, though, picks it up, but he loses out, and Barnsley are wide open. The linesman flag goes up. Tried very hard to stay on side there, Paul Buckle, and if he could have stayed on side, although in the end the pass wasn't a good one, Barnsley could have been open again. Ball down the line. Rammell gets it down. And cross cannons off Millen. Throw in. And that's a corner. So Archdeacon comes across and Taggart goes forward. The ball dinked in, headed clear, good defending. They're a big, strong side. Archdeacon to Robinson. Poor ball in, though, by Mark Robinson. Taggart, headed on by Pearson. Millen gets it back to Payton, and he hacks it clear. Pearson gets it down, cleared again, and again Barnsley caught with Smiley on the turn. Looks to have the beating of Archdeacon every time. Gets the ball in, left by Blissett, but Taggart brings it clear. Fires it wide for Biggins. Archdeacon for good ball. Pearson gets it down to Biggins. Wide for Robinson. This time it's a better looking cross ball, though. Defended well, comes to Archdeacon. Ball breaks. Biggins shoots and a goal! Wayne Biggins scores! Half the Brentford defence were looking for offside, but Brian Statham had fallen back and it fell to Wayne Biggins and he just hooked it into the back of the net. So on the stroke of half-time, 45 minutes up on my watch, and Wayne Biggins pulls Barnsley back into the game. The ball half cleared, and Brentford tried to get out, but one man was way behind everybody else, and so it dropped to Wayne Biggins. He hooked it in acres of room, and Barnsley are back in the game. So it's now Barnsley 1, Brentford 2, and Wayne Biggins gets his 4th goal in only 4 games. Good header by Pearson to Archdeacon. Down the line for Biggins. The crowd just lifted by that goal. Throw into Barnsley. Archdeacon to take. And he gets it back. And the cross comes to Biggins. Tries to turn. And plays it back to Fleming. A good ball to Archdeacon in space. Cross comes in. And Houghton, I think, tried to head that away. And it squirmed off his head and out for a corner. But we're deep into injury time, minute and a half gone into injury time. There has been some injuries, notably to Pearson. Headed on, cleared away, and headed away again, but Fleming gets it back to Redfern. And obstruction, foul on Neil Redfern by Billy Manuel. And a free kick to Barnsley. And Redfern to take it himself. Cross comes in, deep one. Headed a clear, but it comes to Robinson in acres of space. His cross is a good one, and it's headed down and off the line for a corner. Taggart headed it down, and it bounced over. So Redfern to take as Barnsley pile on the pressure. And this time Payton comes, rammels in on him, free kick given, and the referee having words with Andy Rammel. Free kick given, the pressure eased, as half-time will soon be up. Ball breaks across the field. Archdeacon does well to win it, but Manuel picks it up. And Bishop clears, throw in, and we've been playing now 3.5 minutes of injury time. And the referee having a long look at his watch. Throw in comes Blissett. And as Blissett controls it, the referee's whistle goes as what has been an exciting first half in conditions which suit attackers rather than defenders. And the score here at Oakwell is Barnsley 1, Brentford 2, and the promises of more goals to come. Barnsley line up, no changes to either side. Barnsley ready to kick off. And away we go. 2-1 to Brentford. And they get the ball straight away, but it's only out for a throw into the Barnsley. And Taggart chips it forward. Hacked clear. A good turn by Blissett. And Fleming, but offside flag goes up. Ball goes into the back of the net from Chalmers, but the offside flag was up. But Barnsley will have to be very careful. They were caught again in the middle. Blissett turned well, Smiley caused them trouble. And the ball won by Bates. Throw in which Archdeacon will take. He throws it down the line. And it's cleared away. Smiley turns inside Fleming. Good turn by Smiley. And he fires it down looking for Chalmers. And Butler has to come and tries to find us with the ball. John Pearson all bandaged up over his left eye. From Barnsley's point of view, he'll have a week after today to for some healing. It's thrown down the line by Statham. Good challenge this time by Archdeacon on Smiley, but another throw in to Brentford. Their record here is pretty impressive over the years, and in fact they've won more times here against Barnsley than Barnsley have over them. The throw-in's taken. Cross comes in, headed clear this time by Taggart. He attacked that ball, and Rammell wins it to Robinson. A good challenge by Manuel. And Robinson gets back again and wins it. But he loses out to Houghton, and he finds Manuel. Good turn. And he brings in Gale. And Barnsley caught out there again through the middle. Cross comes in, knocked on. Will he get there? No. Brentford finding large holes to working as the Barnsley defence are getting pulled all over the shop. The back three are marking man to man, and as the Brentford forwards pull apart, the midfield men are running into the gaps. Ball headed down, played forward, and Gale finds Statham. Comes off Pearson, and it's a throw in. And Statham takes it. And Chalmers. And it's fired forward. Archdeacon wins it, and he's fouled by Smiley. Free kick to Barnsley. And Archdeacon fires it forward. But Bates wins it again, and at the moment Brentford are winning all the possession, all the loose possession. Knocked on by Rammell, and Pearson's away. And has he scored? He has! John Pearson scores! Andy Rammell gets the flick on, and John Pearson, who I don't think scored very many with his feet, has the confidence to go through the heart of the Brentford defence. Brentford caught out there, and he slides the ball past the goalkeeper, and after 50 minutes John Pearson brings the sides level with his second goal of the season. Ball played up, won by Bates. Offside flag goes up. So free kick for offside, which Bishop will take. Long ball again, looking for Pearson. He gets it. Ball breaks in the box. A goal kick given. Payton to take the kick. So 4 goals in the first 50 minutes. And Barnsley coming back from a 2-goal deficit. Blissett heads on. Archdeacon wins it. Fires it forward, looking for Pearson. Gets the head on. Biggins. Comes off Bates. Corner to Barnsley. Redfern goes across. Corner comes in, and Pearson climbing over the defender. And the linesman's flag's up, offside. Bishop to take the kick again. Looks for Pearson. Ball breaks at the edge of the box. Cleared by Manuel. O'Connell slips. Ball breaks forward. Fleming to Archdeacon. Ball in, a good ball to Rammel. Rammel tried very hard to bring in O'Connell there. Ball comes off Bishop. And Robinson's back. Good ball to Redfern. Forward looking for Rammel. Stands his ground well. But good play there by Manuel. And Gale holding up Taggart. Ball down for Bishop now for a throw-in. Chris Hooton to take. As Brentford tried to regain the composure, they were well on top at 2-0 and even at 2-1 at the start of this half. They were having the play. The ball's a good one into the box. And Buckle pulling back on Taggart there. The referee having a word with Taggart. He didn't like that by Buckle. Butler takes the kick. And it's knocked on by Pearson. And Biggins. And that gets a deflection. That's a corner. Barnsley 7th, and Brentford so far have not had a corner. Archdeacon goes across. Takes the corner. Headed by O'Connell, but just a glancing header. Payton to take the kick. Robinson wins it. Rammel wide for Redfern through the middle, but the linesman's flag's up for offside. Didn't matter anyway as the ball got through to Payton. O'Connell starting to make runs from deep. Payton knocks it long. Won by Smiley. Blissett twisting and turning. Finds Hooton in space. Lines up the cross. And poor header away there by Archdeacon. And it hits the bar. Chalmers hits the bar. I think then that actually Lee Butler got a touch to that. Saved that onto the bar, but it was a poor headed clearance by Archdeacon. Fell to Chalmers. He lined up the shot, fired it in, and it hit the crossbar. And Taggart coming forward. Good ball wide. Oh, and Archdeacon allows it to go out. And the ball thrown in back by Statham. Oh, and Archdeacon, usually one of Barnsley's most reliable players, and there in space of 30 seconds he makes a poor header, and then he lets the ball run out for a throw-in when he'd plenty of time. This time he gets it away to Biggins. Biggins tries to bring in Pearson. O'Connell harrying away. And the ball comes wide and well played by Chalmers, but Taggart's in strongly. But again, it's Brentford in midfield who pick the ball up. And Fleming slips when he had a lot of time, but he does well, finds Butler, and Butler clears. Headed up into the air by Manuel, and foul given. And Redfern's kick is stopped by the referee. Take it again. And it's flicked forward. Won by Taggart, but they couldn't get behind him. And Payton, it is who has the ball. Fast and furious action here. Blissett wins it. And it gets all the way through to Lee Butler. Pearson, good header across. Rammel's after it. And the ball breaks to Mark Robinson. And that seemed to be a push by the number 5, Bates, on Pearson. He got the header as well, and it just went over the crossbar. Corner to Barnsley. And it's on the ground where Barnsley have been most effective. In the air, the big 2 central defenders have done a good job. Corner comes in, flicked down, and out for another corner by Paul Buckle. Deeper. Gale gets a good header on that. Fleming gets it wide to Redfern. Cross comes in, that's to the goalkeeper. Smiley asks for it early, but it's not a good ball. And Robinson picks it up and finds Redfern to Archdeacon. Barnsley at the moment with a bit between them teeth. The goalkeeper saw that early and came and collected and rolls it out early to Gale. Taggart charging back after Gale. O'Connell trying to get back, but Gale's gone 60, 70 yards. And a great cross and a good chance for Blissett. Having scored twice, he got the header in there. Barnsley there having probably one of their most pressurised periods, and then nearly get caught out on the break. Rammel gets a good header. Biggins on the run. Tries to get the cross in early, but it cannons off Statham, who's looking to mark man for man on Biggins. Now it's played forward looking for Rammel, but won the expense of a throw-in by Millen. Robinson to Redfern. Robinson got space to get down the line. Cross comes in. Pearson scores! John Pearson again at the far post. Good play by Mark Robinson. Cross came in. And John Pearson's 3rd of the season. And Barnsley, from being 2 goals down, go 3-2 up. 61 minutes on the clock. And John Pearson becomes the hero of the Barnsley crowd. And really though, with half an hour just under to go, one can see more goals coming here at both ends. And that's for the first time that Barnsley have really caused them trouble inside their area in the air. But it was a good early cross, and Pearson again does well. Finds Archdeacon. O'Connell nearly got him, but now Barnsley caught as Chalmers, should I say, Manuel powers forward. Cross comes in, Taggart wins it. Archdeacon gets it down. Redfern wide looking for Pearson. Won this time by Bates. A good play there by Buckle. Goes inside Archdeacon, lines up the shot, just wide. Bates wins that, planted back by Fleming. Houghton chasing after it. And he keeps the ball in play well. Good challenge by O'Connell to Bishop. Redfern, and he finds Archdeacon in room. Not much seen of Archdeacon forward today. And he finds Biggins. Biggins, for once, being outshone up front by John Pearson. This time the ball's a poor one by Redfern. And Bishop beaten, and Gale has the chance. He powers into the box, fires it low all the way across. Smiley just can't steer it in, but Barnsley caught out again down that right-hand side. Gale twice now has exposed the Barnsley right flank, fired in crosses. Game powers on. And this time Biggins pushing Statham. The referee gives the free kick. Statham unhappy with that challenge, has a word with the referee. And the ball chipped forward. Taggart gets it away, falls to Manuel, finds Smiley. Good play by Smiley, and played on by Blissett, and cross came in, and Barnsley again looking ragged at the back. This time the cross came in from the number 7, Paul Buckle, but flashed across the face of the goal, and luckily for Lee Butler, out for a goal kick. And ball breaks into midfield, forward again it goes, and Fleming does well to head it back this time, and therefore Lee Butler will be able to pick this ball up at his leisure. And he plants it downfield, and Rammell tries to get the header on. Ball breaks to Taggart. Free kick given for handball. And the number 8, Manuel, leaves it for his skipper, Keith Millen. Bishop gets it away. Charlie Bishop having a very uncertain game at the back. And Millen fires it wide. Good header by Gale. Brings in Blissett. Back to Gale. Cross comes in again, and this time it's Archdeacon who has to give away the corner. Brentford coming back into this game, stung by 2 John Pearson goals in this half. Barnsley coming from 2-0 down to lead 3-2, but it's a game that can be seen to be more goals. The corner was taken short, and somebody gone for it, and the linesman flag went up for some reason for an offence. Referee's whistle goes, and all the pressure is relieved for the time being. And kick taken, won by Rammell, but the linesman's flag up as Robinson and Biggins charged after that ball. And Barnsley have changed the marking this second half, with Bishop now marking Gale and Taggart marking Blissett. And it's Taggart who wins it. And Rammell beaten by Manuel. This time it's not a good ball by the hard-working Brentford midfield player. And the Brentford midfield 3 have done a very good job today. Ball in. Won by Biggins. Pearson tries to win it and he'll chase after this. And that ball comes off Robinson for a throw-in to Brentford. Midway through the second half. And the ball cleared. Headed on by Redfern. And Robinson gets the ball down. Skips past one challenge but can't get past the second. And Manuel again does well to find Buckle, and he fires it forward looking for Smiley, but Fleming wins it to Archdeacon. And he plants it forward looking for Rammel. Biggins has made the run and wins the throw-in right on the corner flag. Archdeacon's gone forward to take it. Throw-in taken, the first man will win that. And Fleming allows it to go out for a throw-in. It's not very easy to try and get leverage when it's a very slippy ball. And Fleming dinks that ball in. Rammel and the number 4 go for it, and it goes out for a goal kick. Barnsley just getting hold of the ball a bit more, because since they've taken the lead, Brentford have certainly created the 2 best chances. And Brentford's goalkeeper Payton gets it forward. And Barnsley come forward through Redfern, finds Archdeacon. Deep ball looking for Pearson. Comes in, headed clear by Bates. Comes off Robinson. Keeps it in, but only to give it to Chris Houghton, who steams forward, loads of room. And planted forward. Makes Bishop turn. Bishop does well on this occasion. Finds Fleming. Fleming forward for Rammel. Rammel tries to turn away from Millen. Can't keep it in. Throw into Brentford. Rammel being overshadowed by his 2 co-strikers this afternoon. And the ball comes off Taggart. Archdeacon gets it back to Butler. Forward it goes. Play on, says the referee, and really Pearson seemed to be thrown to the ground on this occasion, and now Gale has the ball. And that's a corner. And Barnsley pull everyone back. And really now there is a group of players. Brian Statham's the farthest away from the Barnsley goal, excluding the goalkeeper, and he's midway inside the Barnsley half, and yet the corner comes into that crowded area, and Lee Butler takes it as though there's nobody near him. And Butler clears. Comes off Rammel, does well to win it back, and gives it to Robinson. Goes for the return, but that's a poor ball by Phil Robinson. Cleared away by Millen. Fleming wins it. Redfern gets it down, and then kicks it into touch. Houghton to take the throw in. And the ball didn't go into play, so he's allowed to take it again. And there we saw the slippiness of the ball. And Redfern though picks it up, plants it forward, and Statham is able to allow it to go into touch. Houghton to take. Quietness descends for a moment here at Oakwell as the ball breaks in midfield and it's planted wide, but Fleming will get it to Art O'Connell. Good challenge there by Chalmers. Fleming takes it to Archdeacon in space, to Redfern, and across to Robinson, and does well. Mark Robinson fires in the shot, comes back to Redfern, fires it wide. Archdeacon, cross comes in, good punch by the keeper, back to Robinson, dinks it in, Pearson, the ball just won't come down for Biggins, and it's cleared away, but Barnsley will win it back. Robinson again to Biggins, cross comes into the near post, Rammell, corner, good defending by Statham, as Andy Rammell made a good run to the near post. The ball whipped in by Wayne Biggins. And still the chances come at both ends. It's been a really entertaining game. Got better as it's gone on. That's a poor corner by Archdeacon. Robinson though gets it down, gives it to Archdeacon. That's a better cross. Headed clear by Millen. Out for a goal kick. Looks like Brentford are going to make a substitution. Knocked on. Played back to Butler, who stabs at it. Bishop has to get ahead to it. Barnsley struggling to clear the lines, and Houghton down the line for Buckle. And Chalmers again does well, and it's 3 against 2 in the box. But the cross came off Fleming, and luckily for Barnsley went through to Butler. And Butler clears. And O'Connell, not a good ball by O'Connell. And cleared. The expense of a throw. Well, I thought that was a Barnsley throw. The referee and linesman disagree. Chris Houghton to take. Takes the throw in. Gets the ball back from Buckle. It's planted forward. Fleming does well. And Robinson hooks it forward. Not to anybody in particular. And Brentford get it down again. Robinson gets a foot in, and the ball breaks to Redfern, who tries to bring in Pearson. Fleming to Robinson. Back to Taggart, turns inside his man. Fires it forward, poor ball. Millen picks it up. Archdeacon was in acres of room, and Barnsley had a lot forward. And now they're trying to get back as Gale turns away. Finds Chalmers, and he slips, but it gets it through to Millen. Barnsley get it away. Good. Oh, and a foul by the number 8 Manuel, probably worse than it looked. But the referee says that's a booking. "76 minutes. And Billy Manuel is to come, and a double substitution for Brentford. And surprisingly, Marcus Gale is one of the men waking way. The other one is Phil Buckle. I think Marcus Gale's had quite a useful game, the number 9, but they bring on 2 fresh legs in Murray Jones and Lee Luscombe. 4-2-4, I think they're going to play now. Ball planted forward. That, I think, will be a corner. No goal kick given. So Jerry Payton to take the goal kick. Won by Redfern. To Biggins, brings in Redfern. Archdeacon making the run forward of his midfield man. Cross comes in. Pearson wins it. Flicked away. Good defending again by Statham. Free kick given by the referee. Ball played forward, comes off Blissett, knocked back to Butler on his weaker left foot, but my word, that was a sure ball. Ball's in, Manuel takes it down, but Redfern does well, loses out, and Manuel in acres of space, the Barnsley midfield forward of the breakdown, and it's wide for Luscombe. Trying to take on Robinson, gets the cross in all the way across, and Archdeacon has to fire it away. Houghton to take. Jones makes the run. Back to Houghton. Back to Jones. And he tries a shot, breaks to Chris Houghton in the box. Barnsley struggling to clear the lines. The ball's long. Smiley has to turn. Archdeacon and Fleming and Pearson get it away between them, but only for a throw-in. Bates to take. Fleming gets it away. O'Connell even further. And O'Connell feeds Pearson wide for Biggins. Comes inside the man. Fires it wide looking for Robinson, but it only falls to Luscombe. Luscombe, powerful run, finds Blissett. Turning on the edge of the box, back to Luscombe. He brings in Chalmers, dink cross, poor one. Easy for Butler. And Butler hits it first time. And Pearson gets the head on and Biggins is offside. Mullen to take it. Millen gets it forward. Headed on, won by Bishop. That's a throw-in again to Brentford. It's thrown in. Jones. That ball, I think, had already gone out. Goal kick to Barnsley. We've entered the last 10 minutes of this game. Barnsley still leading by 3 goals to 2. As the rain begins to sweep across Oakwell again, and a substitution to be made, and it's Warren Godfrey to come on, and Andy Rammell who comes off. Warren Godfrey to add to the midfield of Barnsley. The ball taken. Flicked on by O'Connell, cleared. Redfern, good play by Biggins and breaks to Pearson. O'Connell, though, was never going to get that one. And Payton has the ball. As the sun now comes out, it's still raining, but the sun's out. Godfrey wins it to Biggins, and Pearson's onside, and the ball just in front of him. Ball was just running away from him. Ball down, headed on. Jones. Played back to Luscombe. Houghton moves forward. Back to Luscombe. Plants the cross in. Fleming clears. Comes off Godfrey. And Redfern skips past one. Plays it forward to John Pearson. He's got to hold it up because there's no Barnsley men near him. Does well. Flag goes up against Biggins. Barnsley fans down in line with the linesman don't think much to that decision. Ball planted forward. Good header by Robinson, but Houghton picks it up. Cross comes in. Smiley gets the header. Blissett gets a header. Hacked clear by Fleming. Houghton. Good challenge by Phil Robinson. Looked like his hamstring went then for a moment, but he's up. Probably just twinged it. Thrown back. Bates. Houghton. Bates. Knocked forward, but far too hard. Goal kick to Barnsley. Lee Butler flicked on by Redfern. Good play by Statham. Pearson hurrying him. Taggart wins it. Marcus gets it down, plant it forward again, comes off Taggart, and Blissett gets it down. Good turn by Blissett to Marcus. It's Redfern who wins it, but it only breaks for Statham. Now Smiley turns away from Archdeacon, and Archdeacon fouling Smiley. And so they plant the men forward again. Mullen and Bates to add to Blissett and Jones and Luscombe. They're all big lads. And Pearson's the man though, but the ball's still at the edge of the box. But Pearson again's the man with a poor ball out, and it gives Chalmers a chance to play in Bates. He slips and Bishop is able to concede the throw in. But Brentford come forward. Really, if one is truthful, they probably don't deserve to be behind. But they are. And Butler takes the kick. And won by Millen, who finds Houghton. Barnsley just seem to be content to fall back now. What we've got, we hold. Ball's in, knocked on. Archdeacon plants it forward. And Houghton gets it back. The goalkeeper comes in his fancy visor. The sun, though, very low now here at Oakwell, and although it's raining, it's the sun could be a problem. Barnsley throw in as the rainbow sets over Oakwell. Throw in taken, headed on by Pearson to Biggins, who looks tired. And the ball's knocked back to his keeper. Payton comes out, and there's still 3-4 minutes to go. Archdeacon hooks it clear. Millen plants it back. Headed on by Blissett. Godfrey to Biggins. Can't keep the ball in as O'Connell made the run. And Statham will take it, and he finds Millen. He plants it forward. Headed on. Butler has to be sure, and is. Lee Butler takes his time as the rain gets heavier. Kicks it down, and it goes all the way through to Jerry Payton at the other end. The Barnsley front two look tired now as Taggart wins it. Biggins, good ball to O'Connell. But O'Connell loses out, but then It's only kicked into touch by Chalmers. That looked a tired clearance. Down the line it goes. Back to Archdeacon. To Biggins. Good play by Statham. He's been impressive. The ball goes through an awful long way and Jones picks it up. Barnsley fall back off him. He gives it to Smiley. And that's a deep cross, but out for a goal kick. And still 2 minutes remain. And Barnsley, having been 2 goals down inside the first 39 minutes, have fought their way back into the lead. And that's not a good kick. And Luscombe, but Mark Robinson, who also the 2 right fullbacks have had good games. And Pearson does well. Holding the ball up, waiting for support. Gives it to Biggins, gets it back. The ball's lost. But now it breaks and Houghton comes forward. We're inside the final minute. He plays it down. They've pushed the skipper Millen in as an extra forward, but it's hacked clear, but only to Houghton. He'll pump it back, will he? No, he gives it to Jones instead. Jones holding it up back to Houghton. This time it comes forward. Taggart wins it. Redfern clears. Again it only goes to Houghton. He chips it down the line. And that, I think, will go out. And goes out for a goal kick. Ball kicked. Long ball down there. And Statham does well, finds his keeper. Will not waste time now. He hacks it down. The linesman's flag went up, but then came down. And the ball bounces. The linesman's flag's up for offside. I don't think there's been much injury time this half. As the Barnsley fans plea for the referee's whistle. The ball bouncing about the area. Godfrey hooks it up, headed out. Again, Houghton just plants it back. Bishop gets it down and cannons it off Luscombe for a throw into Barnsley. He throws it down the line and the referee's whistle goes for what has been a superb comeback by Barnsley as they march further up the table. The score after 39 minutes was Barnsley 0, Brentford 2. But after 90, it's Barnsley who've come back to win by 3 goals to 2. Wayne Biggins gets his 4th in 4 games, and John Pearson becomes the hero with 2 goals in the second half to give Barnsley a famous 3-2 win.